Hey everyone, I hope you're having a fabulous day. I have been wanting to make this video for some time now, but it's really been a struggle for me because of fear. Fear, honestly, fear to put myself out there, fear to ask, and fear to tell you my story and to ask you, what's your story? So in saying that, I'm going to tell you why I became a beach body coach. Why do people have this bad stigma about Beachbody when all it's done has changed my life? It's given me hope. It's given me purpose. It has truly changed my life. So for all those haters out there, I'm going to tell you why Beachbody has changed my life and why I have become a Beachbody coach. And I hope that one of you will be inspired to join my team to help others become imperfectly balanced on the inside out as well. So I'm going to give you a quick overview on my journey of getting healthy on the inside out. About 3 years ago, it'll be 3 years in June of 2012, was when I experienced my first panic attack. I had 3 kids under the age of 5. My husband was away for work for a week, and I had a 6-week-old. I was breastfeeding. I was up every 3 hours in the middle of the night, and my body gave out on me. I had a really rough pregnancy. Prior to that, I was a very stressful, uptight person, very serious, very driven, but also very controlling. And honestly, I can say that God wasn't number one in my life like He should have been, like He is now. And my priorities in life were just off. They were not taking care of myself, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I was not also being the best mom and the wife that I could be. And my body just gave out on me. And I started to suffer from severe panic attacks and anxiety to the point where I couldn't drive some days, and there were some days that I couldn't take care of my kids when the panic attacks would come over me. It was really, really, really difficult. But luckily, God brought a lot of things to my attention during that time, and I truly believe that when you are broken to the core, that is when you grow. That is when you change. And I'm so sorry, I'm crying. That is when you change. And God opened my eyes and made me realize, Allie, you have got to change some things in your life, or the plan I have for you is not going to happen, because you have got to let go of the control in your life. So, in saying that, I had to take my health back. I had to take my life back. In every aspect, I had to take my health back. I knew that I could not live in that state of anxiety and panic for the rest of my life. I couldn't be ridden by fear. So I listened to the advice of all of my friends and mentors, and they said, get healthy, work out, get moving, and help yourself. And that's what I did. I would go run for 5 minutes. That's all I could do. I would go swim laps in my neighbor's pool. I started becoming active, okay? And that helped release endorphins and stress out of my body. And I started to gain myself back. And after a couple months, I was off of anxiety medication. Doing certain things started to make me stronger, and I started to get my health back. And I started to become the person that God had created me to be. Many of you are moms, not even moms, maybe people that work all the time, any women. There's a point in your life where sometimes you lose yourself because you're so wrapped up in your responsibilities. You're wrapped up in your responsibilities, you're wrapped up in life, and you lose who you are. You lose what your passion is in life. And that's when you become discontent in life. And that affects everything. It affects your relationships. It affects your job performance. It affects your relationships with your husband, your kids, your family, your friends. And that's what was happening to me. I was so discontent. I loved my life, but I was discontent with me because I needed more. I knew that God had more for my life. And I knew that God wanted to use my story that I was going through to help other women. I knew that I had a voice, and God wanted to use that voice. And I wasn't through my journey, because I still am in my journey, but God wants to use my imperfections to help other women, just like He wants to use your imperfections to inspire others. And that's what we're supposed to do. And anyways, my best friend from high school, Miranda, she is a Beachbody coach. Yes, a Beachbody coach, okay? And she had said to me, maybe a year ago, she had asked me about coaching. No, my first answer was no, I'm not doing that. Beachbody coach, I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a pyramid scam. I thought it was all these things that people tell me that it is. And I was so frustrated because it sounded perfect for me, because I was into health and fitness and I was on my own journey of getting healthy and I wanted to help other women, but I didn't want to be a Beachbody coach. I was scared of failure. I was scared that I was going to have to be vulnerable and share with them my story and tell them my struggles, even when I was struggling in them. But then I realized that is when you're the most inspiring, is when people see your guard down and when they see that you're not in control, and when they see your struggles, and when they see that you fail and that you're human, because we're all human and we all are imperfect. And that is why my team is called Imperfectly Balanced, because we are all imperfect, because we were never called to be perfect, but we were called to be well balanced. And that's what you learn in my group. That's what you learn in my challenge groups, and that's what I teach my coaches, is that I want you to become imperfectly balanced inside out. It's not about the outside, it's about the inside first, and then it will shine on the outside. And I just had to find my balance in life, and that's what I want for you all. So it came around to the time, I think it was around my 30th birthday. My 30th birthday was approaching. And I had told myself, I want more. I want more for this next year of my life. I want more. I want to be happier. I want to have a passion and a mission for my life. Not just a business, but a mission, a ministry. And I wanted to have financial freedom for my family, which I never thought I could really contribute to my family because I was a stay-at-home mom. So in saying that, I was praying, I was talking to my husband, and finally I thought, okay, what do I have to lose if I become a Beachbody coach? One, I lose out on, $150, $200 for the challenge pack. But I love the Shakeology and I love the workout, so I'm not really losing. Two, the fear of failure that people won't sign up for my challenge group. Well, little did I know, the first post I made, I had 3 people sign up for my challenge group. And third, fear of what people thought of me being a Beachbody coach. That was a huge one. I'm a people pleaser, and I don't like people to talk bad about me. And then I realized, wait a second. If I feel like this is what God is calling me to do, and if I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be going in my life, where my peace is leading me, then I have to do it. I have to let my faith be bigger than my fear. So I did it. I signed up on September 30th of 2014. And I will tell you that it has changed my life. Truly changed my life. I'm proud to say I'm a Beachbody coach now, because you know why? Because at this point, I have been a coach, September, October, November, December, January, February. I've been a coach for, it's been solid 5 months. I have helped over 100 women get healthy in my challenge groups. They have learned to become healthy on the inside out. And you know what? It's amazing to me that when you step out and you are bigger than your fear, that God will bless you. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you're at the beginning of your story, if you're in the middle of your story, or if you're in the end of your story, because you can be used to inspire others. I'm still in the middle of my story. There's days where I think I'm at the end, but I'm still in the middle. I still am learning to become a better me, a better wife, a better mom, a better woman, a better coach for my challengers and for my team. And you know what? I thank God every day that I decided to be a Beachbody coach, because I know it will change the course of my life. I never would have imagined that I would have been able to work with so many incredible women like I have in the past 6 months. I have been blessed. And I never thought ever that I would be where I am today. But God always has a bigger, better plan than you could ever imagine. And if I wasn't being a Beachbody coach, I would not be able to share my story like I am with all of these women that I am in contact with on a daily basis. I would never be able to share my story on how I became healthy on the inside out. So, in saying that, that is why I became a Beachbody coach, because my life was dramatically changed from getting healthy and from exercising. And I wanted to inspire other women that they can do the same, that they're not alone, that a mom like me is imperfect, and that I don't have it all together. I've had panic attacks. I've had freak out moments. I feel like I have lost my mind. But we're in it together. And that's what it's all about. Is I truly believe that there is a power in numbers, and when women come together, lives can be changed. So, if at all, while you've watched this video, if you feel like this is for me, this is what I want to do, I'm still going through my story, I'm still growing, I'm learning to get healthy, I'm learning how to eat clean, or you want more for your life. Maybe you just need more friends. Maybe you need a community of women because you're struggling in life from a health issue, from you've moved and you have no friends. Maybe you're in debt and you need financial freedom. Let me tell you, I never thought I would be able to make the money I'm making now being a stay-at-home mom 6 months ago. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to provide an extra source of income to our family when we have 3 kids and I don't work. So I don't know what your why would be as a coach. Health, inspiration, support, financial freedom, happiness, because I know all of those is what it's done for me. So I want to encourage you to let your faith be bigger than your fear, and all those fears that you have about being a Beachbody coach, whether it's fear of rejection, the money, the vulnerability that you might have to be with your challengers about your story. You got to forget about all those, because I truly believe that if you follow your peace and you listen to your gut, listen to your heart, because that's leading you. And there are women that want to hear your story, because each of us are unique in our own way, and my story is going to help certain women, and your story is going to help an entire other group of women that I would never be able to reach. And that is why I'm asking any of you that are ready to make a change in your life for whatever reason. If you're looking for hope, this has brought me so much hope, and I'm able to give other women hope and to inspire them. If that's what you're ready to do, if you need to do this so that you give yourself hope, I want you to contact me, because I want you to be on my team to inspire other women. I want you to be on my team to help other women become imperfectly balanced inside and out. And I want you to share your story, and I want you to change your life and change others' lives through that. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a different perspective of Beachbody coaching now, because it's not what most people think it is. It truly is life-changing, and if you give it a shot and if you step out, I truly believe it will change your life too, like it has mine. So thank you for listening. I love you all. I love my challengers, and I thank God every day for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to my upline coach, Miranda, for nagging me for 6 months to a year to become a coach, because it truly, truly has changed my life. So I love you all, and let's start inspiring women to get healthy, because that's what we were called to do. We have to do that. We have to make the mark. We have to make the impact, and we have to lift up one another, because that's not what society normally does. So let's lift up other women. Let's empower them to change their health, and they will change their life and become imperfectly balanced on the inside out. Love you all. Figure out your why and message me, because I would love to have you on my team.